I'm opening the Open Space Committee meeting, March 20th at 1 p.m. 1:05, March 20th, 2023. And we are being videoed. All right, has everybody reviewed the minutes from the last meeting, March 6th?
Yes.
Yes. All in, Cheeto motion? Yep. Make a
I'll move
motion.
that we accept the minutes of the March 6th meeting as written.
Second it?
Okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, good. I'll take it for. All right, and, okay, the plan, Danny's gone, how sad.
Yes.
Get
I
to
wonder which.
celebrate.
Yeah, I know. We can find her in Sudbury, we can track her down.
Yep.
But the
But
thing
good for
is,
her, you know, advancing her career and doing something, yeah.
you know, she was very good, so, yeah, hopefully she's going up through. Yeah, we didn't get a link, though, to the plan. I have no copy of the plan to share.
she
with
did
the
send
board.
it.
Did she?
Yeah,
Yeah, she sent it
email.
late last night, I think.
All right.
Yeah.
I
I have
haven't
it in my
looked online
Dropbox, I
today,
can
yeah.
send it.
Yeah, so we did get it.
Great.
I put it in my Dropbox, so it's always with me.
Oh.
It's right there. in
As long as you're charged, right?
No, I just forgot the link in the Dropbox, that's all.
All right, so that's great. We can, now I can share the letters of, Lisa, you were gonna review the letter that you hadn't checked out before.
Oh, no, I had checked it out, but
You didn't see the other ones.
Danny suggested we look at the
Examples.
examples,
Yeah.
and I just didn't know if those were more complicated than we support this plan, or we should do highlights or anything like that, or I am,
Yeah, it's pretty similar. You know, some of them were like 3 sentences and some of them went
Uh-huh.
on, so this was in the middle,
Mhm.
so.
so are we supposed to have the link in that letter so that they can go and look at, we're not gonna make physical copies at this point, right?
No, I wouldn't think so.
Hmm.
I mean, it'd be nice, but, you know.
No, because it's still under review,
Right,
so I
right,
think we should just
right. No,
put the
sounds-
link in there, because,
Mhm.
And send it to the 4 boards or
yeah,
4 or 5 boards,
whatever's
whatever.
required.
And then, yeah. And I haven't gotten the letters that I supplied to Ken back yet, Fraser, about the ADA stuff.
Mhm.
But, so yeah, but we can send the, two committees. I'll do that. All right, so that's good. Anything else on the open space and recreation plan?
So is he gonna be following up with Ken?
I mean, again, yeah.
And
I was supposed to double check on that other property that you mentioned in the minutes, and I haven't done that yet, so I will still do that, to make sure that the open space properties listed in the conservation report match what we have in the
Yeah,
plan.
right, you weren't sure about the
the Briarwood.
Briarwood, yeah.
That's off Downs Road, kind of. So, and
Yeah,
Becky, you could make the letters again for me, for different committees? I could do it.
With the
Yeah,
link?
just, yeah, I guess we could send it with that, but yeah, that makes it confusing, so.
no, but how did, the selectmen aren't gonna take and just do a letter, they need to,
Review it.
right,
Right, so the letters maybe are early for that.
no, but what are they reviewing?
The draft.
The plan, the draft plan, which is on a, so I think we should just put in the link, and then Lisa or whoever gets it can either give them the link or print it out for them, so they at least have an idea of
Mhm.
what they're approving, right?
Mhm, Right. If it's-
So maybe first step, send them, get them the link to have, ask them to review it. Because we will be asking for a support letter for this.
So I think we can do both.
Like, send up, okay.
Use your letter the way it is, and basically then just say, we've included a link for you to be able to review this document, and would appreciate the letter as soon as possible, or give them a deadline, 'cause
Mhm.
but we never,
out in April or something, you know? Or soon. All right.
that's my best guess.
All right, now Walnut Street, 61B. There's kind of new stuff on it. Lisa and I went down yesterday and met with the owner and her new engineer.
Mhm.
And she gave us these plans and talked about, you know, what she has in mind for both sides of the road. And what she wants, she needs to make up some money to pay for all the engineering that was all fouled up, but, so she's hoping to put a cul-de-sac in on the west, from the west edge of it. And up back and put in like 6 house lots. Yeah, right up on
So-
Walnut Street on the west edge.
This is the west edge. This is Walnut Street.
Okay.
So when we were using the assessor's maps, which didn't reflect all of this plan or whatever, it appeared that these two abutted each other. Okay, so then this is a map that the wetlands delineation is basically shown on and everything.
Our
and that-
Conservation Commission did it, yeah.
that has been approved by our Conservation Commission. But on this map, you can clearly, this is Lot 1, and you can clearly see that it would get us close, but, right. So, and this is the parcel that she's asked to be taken out of chapter. She's now also looking at, with her new engineer, putting an entrance road here, and like Sue said, a cul-de-sac here, but see, it goes out to a point, I don't know what the
Yeah, it's over
footage is.
200 feet because of that, yeah.
But anyway, they're saying that they might need this frontage in order to get what they need to,
To justify
put
another
the-
lot,
to
that
put
200
this.
feet over on the east side.
but she is willing to, talk and configure another way so that we can have an access to this parcel. But,
It's tough, because then we have to go over the stream.
well, yeah. And, Sue, correct me if I'm wrong, but then I realized she also said that she has not reviewed her chapter protection.
Right.
So I'll have to go ask, but
Yeah, it expired, she let it expire on January 1st this year.
January, yeah, so I don't think these other parcels will come before the board.
So that whole, you know, driveway thing that investigating is not,
Mm.
she hasn't, I just ran into her, she hasn't heard yet anyway from them. Lisa Freeman, yeah.
So, this frontage could go either way and/or, we could have a path here, but maybe, depending on the configuration here, there could also be an access between two houses or something that goes into this parcel. But all that is to be determined.
She said that she would, the way that she would finance it, that it would work out that we really wouldn't have to come up with any money for the bigger lot if we wanted the east side that's twice the size that she would offer us for the same amount as Lot 1. And how, maybe it has to do with how she paid the taxes back on the chapter land or however it would configure, but she is, you know, can't do anything until she knows what the plan for the bigger section is. But she was very nice. She, you know, hopes to save the other side of the road completely. And so,
So this is the lot we were looking at,
Right.
and this is Walnut.
Right.
So she owns quite a bit on the other side of
So
West Street.
now she's going to incorporate it in her plan.
Hundreds. Oh, you mean,
No,
Walnut,
this
yeah.
is not
hundreds of-
incorporated.
At least
But
100
this-
acres.
Yeah.
That She is now going to build a
There's
house. there.
20 in
Yes.
there
Sorry,
that's
house
just
there.
all dead
Well, that's what
oak
she was
trees that she's
planning to
having
do.
removed.
But this parcel
The whole area's
Mhm.
getting lost.
has no plan yet, and she's
Right.
saying maybe a cul-de-sac in here, and she
Right.
might need this frontage in order to be able to satisfy,
And this
the
stuff is
requirement.
part of, is Douglas owned.
correct.
I went by the Chestnut Street entrance, the 50 feet on Chestnut Street, and it's impenetrable.
No.
It's wet, it's wet
Mhm.
and it's all in the trees, and there's no way, there, really, to get through there would be quite the
Hmm.
job,
So
so.
we're saying she would potentially give us this piece?
Mhm. Well, give as in.
Yeah.
Make a deal, sort of.
Yeah,
Sell for the same price she would have sold the lot for.
well, she was also proposing not even an outright sale, but instead saying she would transfer it to the town in lieu of the town over several years, using that as tax credit. But I have no experience in that.
No.
It sounds good to me,
Yeah.
but I don't.
But that's only if she can get access to the back over there.
That's what she's saying. Now, if this doesn't, I don't know, give her what she's looking for, I don't know what that puts this parcel into. That side.
But you could see maybe why the original drafts people made you could put a cul-de-sac around the backside, or something. Maybe that was what they were thinking of, access a loop road or something.
I asked specifically if these 4 lots were gonna stay as is, and she said yes. She's not gonna reconfigure them at this point with her new engineer. So, on the upside, we had a conversation with her.
Yep.
There's still possibility. So, can anybody else go to the meeting tomorrow?
Where is it? When is
Next
it?
door. The selectmen again.
Okay.
I have to look at the agenda. Did you see
Yeah.
when it's on?
No, I didn't look to see when that meeting is.
I'll go check. But, so basically, I would like to hear what, we left it that we understand, what town council had to say and whether there was a source of money. I went to Metacomet and there's basically, we don't have a lot of resources to put into that either. But we now know that that doesn't get us anything. So, but I would like to hear the town council and any other rationale before we, I will bring this and before we
Yeah.
say, well, we're not really able to pursue this anymore.
It was a good eye-opener for everybody, and so maybe they'll take us seriously now and
Well,
look at our
Yeah, I mean, I think we
recommendations.
turned a lot of them around. They were kind of, at first, and then they were like,
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah.
And it was really
I know-
good, Becky, that you brought up the survey too, saying this is what the town people
Mhm.
want.
Mhm.
We
Yeah.
talk to the town people, this is what they want.
These are the people who vote
Right.
for you.
Mhm.
so anybody have any other ideas or? See, I don't know what, this is a stream crossing, it's cost prohibitive probably, but I don't know what the value of this would be in, so of course, nobody makes anybody any promises in these meetings because this could be half the value of this,
Right, if
We
it's
can't.
got, like you were saying, sometimes you can figure a parcel by a certain amount per acre if it's wet.
Right.
So if was 6 acres, 6.19 or something before, and now it's less by 5 acres.
I know when I walked the property,
Yeah.
this side of the stream is much more conducive for a trail coming out to Chestnut Street than this side.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really? Okay.
Because
Yeah.
I came in this way, walked this way, and just followed all the stream down because I didn't know where all the bounds were. I didn't get all the way out to Chestnut, but I came and crossed the stream somewheres in the middle, because there was a beaver dam, walked across that, and then went across this way, and there's an area in here it's just all lowlands and wet,
Oh, okay.
which is gonna make it really tough. It backs up to, I didn't bring that map with me.
Black map.
It's a different map that I have. Well, yeah, maybe on that one.
That,
because,
but I have this other one from the plan too.
It's a piece of property, yeah, Thomas Circle. So, where the stream goes through somewhere is in here.
Oh, yeah, this
This
little
is-
tiny, that little tiny rectangle is that.
Yeah, but the
access to
stream ends up
Chestnut.
going further this way.
Right, right.
So this Thomas Circle, when I walked across the stream, got over this side, I could see this embankment going up, and I didn't know what that was up there. But all of this in here,
There's a
it's
jungle.
all lowlands,
Oh,
where
okay.
you'd have to,
So there's no connection between the Thomas Circle side,
Um,
probably, for future.
Oh, I thought there may have been something up here, I don't know.
I don't know, but I know, when I got home and looked at the map, that I was on this property over here, just trying to stay away from the wetlands,
Yeah.
because I know I came up this way.
Okay.
So, to try to do trail on this side of the stream is definitely doable, that side is not.
Okay, great.
And I don't think the town owns this land right here, so,
No, they don't. It's part of Thomas Circle.
yep.
But it could someday be deeded to the town.
Because I know I found a bound out here someplace, a rebar marker. I
Mhm.
think I found one. If it was this point or that point, I did find 2 bounds out there.
Because if it's swamp and it's unbuildable, it could be given to the town. We might not make a trail on it, but at least it saved its habitat or something.
Right, that's, conservation land is more for
Well,
just people.
you could, if that did happen, it would make it doable, because really close up into here, you're up high enough,
You're out of the swamp.
you're on a high
Okay.
enough ground that it would be doable.
Okay. So, I guess with this, in some respect, we have two, depending on what they come up with for the possibilities here.
Yep.
So, there could be access here, or there could be access through, as an easement between 2 houses or
Yep.
something like that.
So that river does run through Lot 1 though, right? So
I
to
believe
keep
so.
to the west of it, you'd have to cut through that yard.
Yeah, but I don't know what this side sort of looks like, the east side.
I know when I was coming out this way, I know the stream, big stream over there, but there was something flowing through here that was pretty substantial, that I had to actually go all the way over here to get
Okay.
out and get out.
All right.
At this stage of the game with,
Yeah.
with what we have for
Water, yeah.
water flowing out there. There's a lot of water flowing out there, because, I'd say, so that stream here, there's something definitely flowing through in here right now, temporary,
Mhm.
maybe intermittent type of
And
thing,
that's right where the house is going, right?
to jump up over.
And the other side, there's definitely a stream going through that opening too. From across the street.
Mhm.
It's pretty wet out there. It's a good time to perk for us.
So that's the scoop.
All right, yep, so it looks like future connections are gonna be more of a thing to pursue,
Yeah,
depending on how this all pans out.
exactly.
This is where we'll need to be, stuff from the planning board that comes in. So if this comes in, that we'll have
Yep. Conservation too,
to
because
see that too.
I think that, I guess this is delineated, but it's not approved as far as house lots go.
Right.
These are house lots because
Yep.
they have their required frontage and all that good stuff.
How many acres is that big piece? Probably not, so it includes
20,
the other
I
one.
think, 20-something.
She has 6 grandchildren. And they all want to live in, yeah. And you could just go across the street each day and stay in the house. But, alrighty. Yeah, I was noticing that, reading the last year's annual report, and it says that there's 165 lots being constructed and 178 acres in conservation. But whether it's, whatever point it is in the plan. So, it's a reason to strike out for more land. Do you have the stuff that you need for the meeting tomorrow night with all these, you want to take my map and any of this?
Sure, I'll borrow it. That'd be great.
This, this shows it's a bad
Habitat.
habitat if you want.
Accurate.
Oh, I think I have this one, but,
Yeah.
all right, thank you. I'll find out where we are on the agenda too.
Yeah, what time? My husband finally forwarded me the link to the Zoom, the webinar thing, it was very good. I'll send it finally to you. All right. Yeah, that's it, local properties for sale. Oh, there's a few local places, like the end of Winter Street is a big sign. Or, there's a lot of land. It's right off Walnut Street, but as it goes all the way up to Wallem Lake Road, across from it is where the Beagle Club is, and then Winter Street was carved out, which is it was an abandoned road, but now it's open. And I walked down it the other day. It has, it was well done. It has culverts in it and everything, but the stone wall is really, here's the stone wall and here's the one-lane road. So wonder what they propose, but there's a lot of land in there for sale by Sharkey Realty.
I saw two pieces in there for.
And another
Sale.
one would be interested for DCR to get.
Oh, I followed up on that from what you had mentioned about our conversation. So I did go up there and look at Sharkey Realty and saw that piece with that old Grand truck
Right.
up for sale for $450,000. As soon
How
as I
much,
saw that,
550?
$450,000, it's 16 acres. I immediately forwarded that to William
Mhm.
and said, please bump this up the road to
Yeah.
DCR land acquisitions. I said, this is a high priority piece.
Right. Yeah,
I
yeah,
said, we've
that
been
link to the
using that
to the
trail for
trail.
over 40 years.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Where is that?
if you go down the railroad bed, what we call the,
Yeah.
like the Carter Field loop. So you can cut where the old bridge abutments are.
Yep.
Up in there, that trail right there that comes over across this Wallem Lake Road, that piece of property, even though there's not a sign out there that says it's for sale, it's.
Oh, it is.
Really?
The Sharkey sign is out there.
No, it wasn't there the last time I saw. I saw something further up.
Yeah, and that's one of the ones that was auctioned off, which I don't know. There's still a sign up on Corey's land on Chestnut Street for sale.
Yeah, but that's for sale.
Yep,
I'm like, oh.
yep, and all of Winter Street and all of the land down there is for sale too.
I only saw 2 lots listed for that down there.
Oh,
So
really?
It looks like we're first on the discussion with open space.
Oh, good.
Does that Grand Trunk piece have frontage
Yes.
on Wallem Lake Road?
It's just a tough piece of property. I mean, really
Yeah.
tough.
It's really wet in there too.
It seems like it's more of a triangle.
Nope. Oops. That piece right there.
Okay.
It's pretty wet in there too, on some parts.
Yep,
That-
plus
that
there's
mucky
tons,
part that
I
we have to
mean,
go through.
literally tons and tons of rocks. I don't know if
Oh,
that's where
yeah.
we quarried some of
Big
the
ones.
granite pieces and boulders and stuff
Or
for.
fill?
It's.
Oh, there's a
Yeah,
little
it's
railroad
gigantic.
line from where it splits off of the SNET. If
Yeah,
you
because
you take-
that's the
Yeah,
grand
yeah,
trunk
that's the
that
grand
never got
trunk.
finished.
Right, so you veer off on the grand trunk that never got finished, but instead of veering off, if you take a sharp right there,
Oh, up to by the old quarry?
Yeah.
Yes,
There's-
yeah, which is why there's probably
just to, yeah,
all the stones
A
that are all
ridge,
elsewhere,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
all over the place.
right. Yeah, on the way out, they fill off the trucks.
Yeah, it's a tough
Train.
piece of property to try to do anything with.
It's just perfect for the trail, which is like a
Yep.
nice little ridge that runs through there.
Hmm.
There used to be a,
The trail is almost kind of like the
tree.
border,
Yeah.
outside edge border,
Is it?
so, yeah.
maybe it has an easement, but then they'd have no street frontage, right? I don't know how much
I know, but I
frontage
did,
they have. Yeah,
I sent that to
yeah,
DCR ASAP.
yeah. Right. All right. That's my other local properties for sale. Anything else from anybody new or good? Nothing else?
Mhm.
Oh, I just wanted, okay, so that's the selectmen's meeting, but I just wanna, so it could go under, I don't, old business maybe, but, maybe on April 4th, we start talking about,
CPA.
no, well, that too, but, looking at the Auburn process and seeing how we can better implement a process so we don't, I mean, this whole Walnut Street has just been a huge time suck of, and it hasn't been fruitful.
Yep.
And so then it's also, how do we, Becky, you went and you asked so that we can at least get notification when there's something on the planning board agenda that says, that relates to us, that we can, or
She
could
just said
relate
she
to
was
us.
going to just send us everything. I said, send, whatever comes in for developments or whatever, let us know. We can take a look at it. If it's something we're interested in, fine, we can pursue it. Otherwise,
Mhm.
I says, leave it up to us to
Yeah.
go
Yeah,
through.
exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
I says, don't,
But I think we also need to strengthen our communication with Steve Zisk at Conservation, and, you know, Matt needs to come to one of our meetings once in a while, because,
Yeah, we
like,
don't-
the exit to Chestnut Street, there's no reason why the Conservation Commission had to accept that 50-foot, access to the street when they had lots next to it that, I mean,
could use that a little more.
yeah, because
Well,
then it's like another
there's-
Keven situation
Then
where.
you've got the wraparound people that wrap around those 3 lots, though.
Well,
And
I
it's
know,
still
but,
there,
but I feel like over and over again, we're seeing this pattern that there's not enough vision there that says, we're gonna need access to that.
Right.
So what do we
Plan for
do here so that it's not just this path through 3 feet of water? Which, yeah, we have ownership of it, but we don't have a budget to put in a bridge, so,
Mhm.
we just, you know, as things ratchet up, and we just need to,
right, I mean,
Try to do
even like
that.
the Thomas Circle,
yeah,
if the other one's a failure, then maybe, you know, that would be the only access, and probably plenty of parking up there.
Mm.
But just do a monorail down to the,
Mhm.
all right. Well,
good?
yep, everybody's happy?
Well, no, but,
Yeah. I'm happy I'm going to Florida at 2 a.m. Really, okay. I entertain a motion to adjourn.
so moved.
All in favor?
Aye. Oh, do we have a second? Sorry.
Second?
Who seconded?
Lisa.
No, I made the motion.
I'll second it.
1:35.